What's up guys, Tan here, welcome back to a brand new video, and this will be a different type of video than other usual videos. I haven't done one of these in a long time, and this is a review, but it's not a review of a TV show, it's actually a review of this magazine from Hollywood Spotlight, and it's none other than The Ultimate Guide to Spider-Man. So as always, let's get into it. Now, I don't usually do reviews, but I figured why not do a review about this magazine since I finished reading it a few days ago. So I'll just be pointing out a few key things that are in the magazine, a bunch of stuff like that. But anyway, so basically, the first few pages is just basically an intro to the character and the creation of Spider-Man and stuff like that. And when it gets to page 8, it talks about the beginning. Basically talks about Steve Ditko and Stan Lee, how they created him and how he's been such an icon and influence in pop culture. And then the next few pages after that, about page 14, talks about the creators, Steve Ditko and Stan Lee, about their background, how they came to be and stuff like that. It starts to talk about the comic books, the major issues, and a bunch of different stuff like that happened. Like Spider-Man's origins. Take page 26. I'm going by this guide right here, the contents. But anyways, so when it gets to page 26, it gets to Miles Morales and how he was created and what influenced his creation. It's page 30. It's basically the TV shows, which basically talks about the CBS 1970s TV show, and then the other TV shows that came after that, the cartoons, like the 90s, the CGI one, 2003, Spectacular Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man, and they don't really talk much about the new one. Then after that, it gets to page 48, which basically talks about the villains and stuff like that. And I believe they have a top 10 villains in there. Of course, Green Goblin was number 1. I think number 10 was Carnage. Of course, Hobgoblin's in there. Doc Ock's number 2, because he's the second greatest Spider-Man villain. Then after that, when it gets to page 62, starts to talk about the movies. Basically explores the different takes on Spider-Man, stuff like that. Then page 72 gets to the actors who play him, and basically a bunch of biographies on all the actors. Not just the main role, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, but all the roles like Gwen Stacy, Mary Jane Watson, Aunt May. Basically those 3. Then after that, it gets to page 92, Spidey Stuff, which is basically a selection of brands, products that are out there, Spider-Man, like the PS4 game, and a bunch of different merchandise and stuff like that. And when it gets to 94, it talks about his adventures and other media, like from games and page to rides and stage, like Broadway and stuff like that. Then the last page is basically a timeline, which is a history, a culmination of Spider-Man's history. It's got major events like him being in the MCU when they made the MCU deal in 2015. I'll show you guys the timeline real quick. Instead of me singing, you guys could just see that. Let's do the timeline. So I give this a magazine a 10 out of 10 because it pretty much has everything in there you want to know about Spider-Man. Even if you're not a Spider-Man fan, I definitely recommend you should pick up this magazine just to read it because it really is a fun read. That was all for this video, guys. I hope you guys like this review video. I don't really do reviews that often, so I hope you guys like this review. So make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, guys.